The race for South Carolina's 1st congressional district is already heating up. Democratic candidate Matt Fulmer joins us in studio to talk about his campaign, the issues that matter most to voters, and why he's looking to represent the Low Country all the way in Washington. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. So let's just jump right on in. For viewers who do not know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
My name is Matt Fulmer. I'm running for South Carolina Congressional District 1. I'm 33 years old. I've been working in restaurants for most of my career, and that means I'm very, very close to the version of America that most people know.
Yeah.
I work with people that would rather live out of their cars than pay the current rental fees. I work with people that are showing up to work after already working another job. And I work with people that can see corporations continue to make record-setting profits while they themselves have to live under a mountain of debt or have to sacrifice the most important moments of their lives, be it the ability to start a family or the ability to retire.
Bouncing off that, what does the district need the most right now?
There's three things. There's three pillars to this campaign. The first one is get down the cost of living, and then get money out of politics and get rid of the two-party system. But most people would probably want us to talk about inflation first. That's the thing most people thinking of. The basic necessities to life, if it's food, if it's healthcare, if it's housing, are increasingly out of reach for people. And if you go into it, why is this happening? I would say the three parts are monopolization, wealth inequality, and just lack of social investment.
How would you address these issues? What would be the steps to take to fix this?
Right, so we have to recognize that the fundamental flaw in our economy is it rewards ownership before work. The richest people aren't getting rich off a W-2. This economy is set up so you can make money off what you already own. And the problem with that is this is a competitive nation where we compete against each other to own stuff. And when you allow those who own the most to buy the most, they eventually buy up the stuff everyone else needs to build their own wealth and security. They're going to buy up the land, they're going to buy up the water, access to education, industry, and sadly, influence over our own government. And that's where we're at right now. So we have the creation of this American aristocracy, a moment where a small portion of our population has an unacceptable amount of power over the prices we pay, over the candidates we elect, and over the laws that we follow. To address that, you have to go after corporate consolidation. When less people sell to you, they get to charge you more. Across industries right now, you can bet 1 to 4 companies are anchored in the creation or distribution of just about any product you can think of. So you got to break them up, you got to have incentives for new and small businesses, or you have to provide public alternatives.
Sure.
So in Germany, in Finland right now, students are going to college for under $500 a semester.
Wow.
In Canada, medicine my dad had to pay over $800 for was available for just $56. All right, so the solutions to our problems aren't far away. We just need a government willing to implement them. So I would say, let's copy what other nations are doing. Universal payment programs for healthcare, for childcare, for advanced education. These things should not be a purchase, and they certainly shouldn't be a future bankruptcy. They should be the foundations of a virtuous society. And the last part of this is it is time to tax the rich already. We need to tax wealth, not work. If you do not adequately tax the richest people among you in a capitalist system, they start to buy up the stuff everybody else needs to build their own wealth. So you have to shift taxation onto the large passive income streams like capital gains, stock trades, away from the active labor most people rely upon to build that first foundation of financial security.
Gotcha. Gotcha. What made you decide that this was the right time to run for Congress?
Nobody else was stepping up. You know, we've seen how the parties keep passing power back and forth between each other, and I don't see the appropriate amount of introspection about America, the American economy from either side, because you're not dealing with the root issue, which is the consolidation of wealth and power throughout the economy. So it's time for somebody else to say something different, and I'm saying it, and I'm not alone. There's an amazing movement of people happening across this country that are committed to this movement, but it needs a voice down here in South Carolina 1, and I'm just doing my part to bring it here. Gotcha.
You know, what are some specific policies you would push immediately if you were to get elected?
I feel like I jumped I jumped in front of you with that one, but thank you. Yeah, so single payer healthcare, right? Like everybody needs it. This shouldn't be a product. If you allow healthcare to become a commodity, you're just gonna find smaller and smaller amount of corporations controlling the healthcare space, and then they're going to charge people an arm and a leg for a product they can't live without. So in other nations, they use something called single-payer healthcare. It's the idea that there is a single government account that you can pull from for your healthcare expenditures. And how much money's in the account, what expenditures are covered, it's up to us as a society and a democracy to talk about. But that is the first lowest hanging fruit that we can do to really improve people's lives in a 2-year period.
So you're saying that we should be taking care of our people?
Yes,
right
I am
here.
saying we should be taking care of our people. Yes,
Gotcha.
we should be doing that.
Is there anything you want to say to our viewers?
My website is fulmerforcongress.com. Please check it out, get involved, donate if you can, sign up to volunteer. We have to lead the way to the future we deserve, because the people with power are not inclined to change a system that's working for them. And it's not up to any one person to save the world. We just all have a chance to contribute. And I'd be really honored and appreciative if you decided to contribute with me. So thank you.
Awesome, Matthew. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be back right after this.